anything?
No.
Alright.
Oh, is the key on now?
Key's on now.
Still nothing.
Right?
Nope, nothing.
Left?
Still the same thing it was doing before.
So when I turn the left one on, the right one comes on?
Yeah.
Up underneath.
Okay, so what Tyler just did is he just connected those red wires in the back. So that ran underneath, and now he's trying to figure out. Looks like there's a couple extra wires he's pulling out right now.
It makes me wonder if that turn signal switch wasn't bad and if it was wiring.
Yeah, who knows?
I hope not. I really hope not. But now we got 2 speaker wires connected to the
Oh yeah, here, we'll show you.
starter solenoid.
See you guys what's going on here. This is some janky. Obviously they had a sound system in this before, because yeah, I mean, look at that.
2 speaker wires just jankily hooked up to power on the starter solenoid.
Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do that, so we're gonna pull those out.
And then we've got a wire here. They've tapped into everything on the main harness, so it makes me think that it was just that turn signal.
Yeah.
Because they've tapped into everything on the main harness except for the power wires.
Right.
Those are the only things they didn't tap into.
Right, because they just went straight from the battery, but yeah, I'm guessing the reason they did that is they're like, well, it'll be easier just to run new wires since you already have to wire it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Which I don't know. So that's why I'm thinking maybe just reconnect the wires and call it a day. Okay, well, let's do this.
Okay, so what's going to happen is we got 2 wires on each side. They're from the original harness. As you saw before, they basically put all the power wires in there. So I'm going to work on this side, reconnecting that, and Tyler's going to work on that side, reconnecting it. And so we'll just go ahead and give you a time lapse of that.
Our camera cut out on us, but we got some more wiring out of there.
Yeah, so we found this ground wire. It was wrapped around the horn here. Went through the wiring harness brackets and then around the brake booster, and this kind of hanging out in the middle of the engine there. So they must have had a sound system in here, because there's even more wiring that Tyler yanked out.
Yeah.
There was a ground wire, it looked like, and then this, actually that's a fuse. So that was the power wire. At least they had a fuse going through it. So it must have been a different kid that owned this before. You know?
Yeah. Hey, at least they used the fuse,
Yeah,
right?
so this must have been for a sound system, because it goes into this side. The power side was all wrapped around the power on that side, so definitely not a great job that they did. But I got this side crimped up back to the original turn signal up here. Tyler's doing the same on that side, so back to time lapse. That looks pretty good, actually. Alright, so we got the wires fixed in the front, so now we're basically trying to put it back to stock the way it was before. So Tyler was looking at the diagram. He's over here. Tyler was looking at the diagram, and he was saying that the relay that's right here is for the emergency flashers, but he also thinks it looks like it's connected for the turn signals too. So, and we're also going to try to figure out if we get the brake lights working. So
Yeah.
we're in here, so we rewired everything the way it's supposed to be, but it looks like we still have issues in cab, so
Yeah.
we're going to try to figure that out now. So we just tested the wires. The issue we're having is when we turn the turn signal to the right, both the lights light up, but they're super dim. And
It's
then
like it's the running lights turn on.
yeah, it looks like the running lights are turning on when we're doing that. And then we turn it to the left, the right side lights up, but it's super dim. Like it looks like a running light. It doesn't look like a turn signal. So no flashing. And so we're trying to figure out so we're gonna look at all the wiring. I kind of am worried that maybe the switch, Maybe the switch might be bad. I mean, I don't think it would be, but it's a possibility. So
There's always a possibility.
yeah, so that's kind of gonna stay in the back of our mind because, I mean, the parts made in China. Who knows how good they are? So we're gonna go ahead and just we're not gonna assume it's that because it's an old truck, so it's probably a wiring issue, and the way the wiring looks, it's probably a wiring issue. So Tyler's gonna go in here and he's gonna look through all the wiring and then try to figure that out. I'm gonna go start from the back and work my way to the front, just tracing the wires, make sure nothing's misconnected or something. Make sure there's no frays, no wires. Make sure all the connections are good. So you're gonna see Tyler working here, and I'm gonna go in the back. I've made some marks. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we're just basically labeling all the wires,
Trying to figure out where everything goes.
Yep. It was. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to pull this cover off here. We're going to maybe figure out where the switch goes to. I'm not really sure what that is. But we're going to go ahead and pull this panel off, and then hopefully it'll help us figure out what's going on here. Okay, so we just found this. This is some speaker wiring that they decided to run right through the fuel pedal. Isn't that safe? No, it's not. That's stupid. Never do that.
Sunny part.
Alright, so we found some crap that we gotta fix. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, so we found this. Somebody stripped it and hot glued it back. We think this is where relay goes. Not really sure we're gonna test it. So this is obviously your instrument cluster and all these wires mainly go to it. So we're just gonna electrical tape this and, you know, get it going, so.
off?
It's still on. Okay. So, when I turn this on, it's dim. Then I turn the lights on, it gets even brighter.
Okay.
And then obviously nothing happens there. Except when I turn the lights on. But yeah, that's super strange that when I do that, it gets brighter. But nothing happens when it's in this position.
Yeah.
So, I'm really confused. I don't think this is getting any easier. If anything, it's getting more confusing. Alright, what's going on, guys? So, we ended up finishing the day off. It's actually the next day. And I forgot to make a video letting you guys know what's going on. So we ended up taking all this apart, and we were looking at a wiring diagram, and we found that the emergency switch that's in the dashboard right here, which usually goes here, we took it out. We found out that we tested it, and it looks like it might be bad. So Tyler's going to end up ordering another one of those, and we're going to go from there. So if we don't end up uploading a video for a while, that's why we're waiting for parts. We'll be waiting to order that, and so we're going to try to give you guys other videos if we can. So we stuck the steering wheel back on there just in case we have to move it, and kind of stuck the dash back out of the way. But yeah, didn't miss too much. Just we were mainly just worrying about all the wiring and trying to look it up. It took hours to try to figure out what's going on. So we kind of cleaned everything up around here. We figured out where all these wires go. So yeah, basically we didn't record any of this because it'd just be time lapse. Somebody really wants to see us looking at wiring diagrams. That's boring. And if you guys want to see a wiring diagram and how we like looked over the wire diagram and all that stuff, just let me know. I'm not going to post any of the videos of all that because it's just boring, you know, us just looking at wiring diagrams. But if anybody does want to see that, let me know. Drop a comment down below if you want to see that. I'd be happy to post that and walk you through how to read a wiring diagram. It's really not that difficult once you get it figured out. It's just figuring out the codes and everything. So yeah, I just had to come get my keys. I forgot them, but yeah. So there she is. That's where she's gonna sit for however much longer. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.